Hey guys, it's Jaylon. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for Pan in Every palette. This is a project where I try to hit pan in my palettes. Lord help me. The original creator of this project was Lady Pants-A-Lot, and the inspiration for me to start this project was Paula at a Beauty Guru made me do it. Now, I have to warn you, I have a lot of sushi in my belly, and I've had 2 martinis already. So this video may be a hot mess. I'm warning you right now. So for this project, I have morphed it a little bit, where I'm now working on 8 palettes, where I have 5 palettes that they're all randomly selected, but the first 5 that I'm working on, I picked the shades, and then the other 3 that I have rolled in, the shade is randomly chosen for me. So let me share with you the 8 palettes that I'm working on. So the ones where I have poken. The 5 palettes where I picked the shades. Now, I actually had rolled in an extra palette last month because I was close to hitting pan on 1 palette. So I actually have 6. But let me show you the 6. The 6 are the Viseart Petite Pro 5 Soleil, the Nabla Dreamy palette, the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes, the Colourpop. The cats are avoiding me. The Colourpop It's My Pleasure palette. The Urban Decay Urban Spectrum palette. And the one I rolled in last month, which is the 6th one, is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. And the ones where the shadow was randomly chosen for me, the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, the Viseart Petite Pro Volume 2, and the Lime Crime Venus 3 palette. So, how many palettes did I hit pan on? How many pans do you think I hit? I hit pan in 4. Actually, I hit pan in the 4th one today. Okay. Let me share with you the ones I hit pan on. And I think I can do them in order that I hit pan in. Kind of. Okay, so the first one is the one that I thought that I would hit pan on fairly quickly, which I didn't hit it as quickly as I thought that I would, but it's the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum palette. And the shadow that I was working on in here is Junkie. So it is that green shade there. You can see my shiny pan. This is a gorgeous shadow. Beautiful color. I really loved working on this. It kind of has kick-started my love affair with green shadow and kind of overcoming my uncomfortableness or like fear of using green. Yeah, fear of using green. Getting out of my comfort zone of using green shadow. Anyway, it's a gorgeous shadow. Really do love it. So yay, this one's rolling out. The next one I have, and I can't remember if I hit this pan on this one next or the next one. I'm not sure. But it was the Viseart Petite Pro 2. This one, I was really surprised. I thought it would take me longer to hit pan on this. I mean, it took me a long time, but this was a bit of a surprise pan for me. So I hit pan in this purple shade here. As you can see, that matte purple. Like I said, it was a bit of a surprise pan. This shadow swatches like crapola. Like crapola. Like, I mean, it's awful. It goes on the eyes really nicely, but swatching with the finger, it's awful. But it's a beautiful shadow on the eyes. It just swatches like crap, guys. Like crap. Anyway, I just expanded the pan a bunch, but as you can see, I hit the pan. Yay. I'm excited. And I did use a couple of these shades. Well, maybe. Maybe not. I don't remember. Okay, so anyway, pan in that. Yay. That one's done. And then the next one is the Lime Crime Venus 3. So the shadow I was working in here is Heavenly. This was a shadow that was chosen for me. And this one's a bit flaky, but you can see that giant pan in there. It's a huge pan. It like all of a sudden just like poof, burst through. There's pan. Which maybe I shouldn't have had those 2 drinks. Anyway, there's the shadow. It's a beautiful topper. That's kind of how I used it mostly, as a topper. Really pretty. I really did enjoy that. And let me see. I think I used this shade a few times, and maybe this brown and this purple a few times, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, this one's really out. And the last one I hit pan on today is this one. This one, oh my gosh, I was so close. Like, I'm going to hit pan in you. It was so close. It was driving me nuts. And then finally, it was like, again, like all of a sudden, you see how big that dip is. And then I finally, hit pan. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, these aren't like teeny tiny pans, guys. These are big dips. Anyway, there's the shadow. It's so pretty. So I'm wearing it on the very outer portion of my eye. And I also, when I finally hit pan, is whenever I took a small pencil brush and I was using it on the lower lash line because I was determined. I mean, you can see how deep that dip was. It was so deep. I was like, are you kidding me now? Colourpop shadow? It was going to happen tonight. I was going to make it happen. So anyway, hit pan. So those are the 4 that are rolling out. So 2, the Viseart Purple. These 2 were the ones that were picked for me. And then these 2 were ones that I picked. So we're going to have 4 palettes rolled in, 2 in each category, which is actually kind of exciting and fun. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off, and we'll start with a fresh new palette. All right, the shades I'm still working on. The ones that I selected. Oh, this one. Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. The shade Peach Punch. It probably doesn't look much different than the last time I showed you. Well, I think it does, actually. This shade, man. It's just super, I mean, I use it, guys. I use it all the time. I use it all the time. It's just going to take forever. It's going to be in here for like a year. I mean, I could say, after X number of uses, I'm rolling it out. But I haven't been keeping track with how many times I've used it. Whatever. It's a beautiful shadow. And I have used some of the other shades in here as well. I mean, I've used this one quite a few times. I've used this one here a few times, which is Peach Sangria. And the other one was Peach Tea. I think those are the 2 I've used the most of. I know I've used Just Ripe a few times, but not recently. Anyway. The next one that I picked is from the Viseart Petite Pro 5 Soleil. And I don't even know if I've touched this since the last update. It is this gold shade here. I honestly have not focused on it at all. I was just focusing on so many other things. I really wanted to get those other shades out. So this one did not get any focus. So it's, neglected. But we can start focusing on it now. So there's that shade there. And then we have from the Nabla Dreamy palette. This one here. We have the shade Inception. Which, oh my god, this shade, I have used this, of course. This is a, not of course, I've used this. I use this a lot with, ooh, enunciate. I used it a lot with the Colourpop shadow. It's so pretty. You know, I was saying that I'm going to be rolling in 2 that I pick, but actually 1 because I did roll in an extra one last month. So there is Inception. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And it's probably one of the few purple shadows I'm working on now because, you know, I've rolled out 2 purples, and I did hit my goal on another purple shadow in another project. And so, yeah, it's one of the few purples I'm working on. It's stunning. Stunning. And the last one is the one I rolled in extra last month. It's from the Tartelette and Bloom palette. It's a matte shadow, and it is the shade Activist. It's this one here. I actually kind of forgot about the shadow. I was looking at it today, and I was like, what project is that palette in? At first, I thought it was in my, like, palette of the, like, palette love project. And I was like, did I forget to update that in that video? And then I was like, no, it's in Paint on Every Palette. You brought that in last month. And I definitely used it, but I used it more so at the beginning, like when I first rolled it in, and then I was like, kind of forgot about it. So there's the shadow. It's a very deep, dark matte brown. It's beautiful. So you can tell I've worn away like the Tarte imprint there. But yeah, totally forgot about this palette. Totally forgot about it. Oopsie. It's coming back in. I won't forget about it now. Okay, and then the one that I have from the palettes that are randomly chosen for me, or the shadows that are randomly chosen for me, is from the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. And the shade that was chosen is Poppy. So there's that one there. And it does have a small dip. So we definitely have a very warm color story going on here. Very pretty though. So we're going to have 3 palettes rolling in, not 4 like I mentioned before. So we're going to have 1 where I choose the shadow, and then 2 that are randomly chosen. Okay, so we have the first palette, which is going to be the palette with the shadow that I choose. And so that is going to be what? Bare Minerals Nudes. So it's going to be a nude shade. Okay, Bare Minerals Nudes. All right, now the palettes that are randomly chosen for me. The first one ooh, Juvia's Place the Berries. Okay, that's very exciting. The berries. Okay, the next one. What is it? That's a new palette. Hip Dot Scion. Okay. Let me go grab these, and then we'll figure out what the random shades are, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so for the palettes, I'm going to start with the palettes where we're picking random shades. So let's start with the Berries palette by Juvia's Place. So it's this little guy here. It's a little 6-pan palette. And woo, these are pigmented shades. Woo! And how many? These have 0.47 ounces in them. Wait, net weight. Oh, lordy, 0.078 ounces per shadow. Oh, it's a lot of shadow. Okay. So I'm going to randomly select between 1 and 6. 6. Ooh. Okay. It's really pretty. Maybe it's not as dark as I think it is. Oh, that's really pretty. There's the shade there. That's gorgeous. Oh, I like that. I like it. I like it. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm happy. Okay, the next palette that we have to randomly pick from is the Hip Dot Zion palette, and I still have it in its sleeve. So, that's the sleeve. Here is the outside packaging. There's the inside. So we have, what, 18 shades in here? No, 15. Okay, so we're going to do 1 to 15. 0.063 ounces per shadow. Here we go. 11. Okay, so we have 5, 10, and wait, 11? Is that right? 11 is the... Okay, so this is like a metallic purple. Right? Yeah. And there's not very many metallics in here. This may be really similar to Inception. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So, yeah, here's Inception and here's that shade. That shade is called Sublime. Well, it's pretty. Okay, there's the two that I randomly had chosen for me. Wow. Very surprising. I mean, because, you know, they're not like crazy colors. All right, let's take a look at the Bare Minerals Nudes palette. It's some nudes. Some nudes. Okay, guys, don't get mad at me, but I feel like I need a little bit of a pass because of this craziness here. Like, this is a lot of color, like a lot of, I mean, it's a lot of color. So I'm gonna, and I don't have any, like, even in my Pan That palette, which is just a quad that I frankened into colors that are kind of like this and this, you know what I mean? So I don't have a neutral toned crease shade. I really don't. Like, I don't have anything in any of the shadows I'm working on that is a neutral crease. Everything is like pink or corally, like this. Everything is like this. So I'm bringing in this shade here. I think I need something as just a neutral toned shade to anchor looks. So I'm bringing this in. I'm finding I'm lacking that. I was going to bring in this shade, and then I was going to bring in this shade, and then I was like, I think they're both still too, like, dark. Like, I feel like they're still too pigmented. I need something light. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I can do this one. Let me see something. Let me see something. No, okay, you know what? Okay, well, we're gonna do this one. I have decided, after a lot of deliberation, to go with the shade Easy. Easy shade. It looks very pigmented, but I think if I use my brush and, you know, buff it out into the crease, I don't think it'll be as pigmented as it swatches. So here is the shade there. I just need an easy, like, neutral toned crease shade. Everything is like pinks, purples, corals that I'm working on right now. Okay, so that is my color story, which is crazy pants. Okay. I mean, I guess it's appropriate since we're going into spring, you know, there's not a lot of cool toned, which will work, you know. This works out pretty well. So that is going to be it for this hot mess of a video. So far since I've started this project, which was January of last year, I have hit pan on, was it January of last year? Yeah, 16 palettes. Very exciting. I mean, that's probably very slow, but I'm pretty happy with that number. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button. Oh. I can't take the cuteness. Look at how cute Ziggy is. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Hi. Hmm. So cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and Ziggy and I will see you next time. Bye. Or getting out of my comfort zone. Did I see was there a cat in here? Ziggy! There's a cat in here. Zigster! Ziggy! He's in the window. I'm antagonizing him. Can you see him? 4. Cats. What are y'all doing, cats? Cats. What are y'all doing? Okay, now let's take a look at the Bare Minerals. It's okay, Ziggy. You're sitting like a loaf. Loafy! Look at this long ass smile here. So cute. I did it! I filmed the video. Was your beauty sleep interrupted? Ziggy and I say bye.